Well, we had talked about the whole situation in the past of you stealing, was it Charlie Murphy's watch?
Yes.
When I interviewed Michael Jai White,
Yes.
and I sent you this clip.
Yes,
we
yes,
had talked
yes,
about it. He said that when he was working on Black Dynamite,
Yes.
Eddie Murphy was involved during sort of the beginning stages.
Yes.
He ultimately did not he wasn't ultimately part of that project, but in the beginning he was involved in and potentially was going to do some roles in it and so forth. Michael Jai White was considering you for a role in that movie.
I wanted TK to be one of the pimps in the pimp scene.
Right.
TK, TK and I had a friendship. This was the skinny TK, by the way. Back in the day when I was getting, Black Dynamite together, I'm like, yeah, I want you to be in this scene. And then turns out is I wanted Charlie Murphy to play Chicago Wind, which wound up, when we were going to production, I couldn't find him. I don't know what happened. And Michael T. Williamson ended up playing that role. And I was asking Eddie Murphy if he could play, was it Osiris? But the role that, the one with Arsenio. Mm-hmm. Arsenio said yes. Eddie was like, I don't know about this, right? And then later, which to my happiness, that Eddie Murphy said, "Man, I should have done it," and I think that planted the seed for him eventually to do Dolomite, which I feel very proud about. But yeah, but then I found out from Charlie that there was a beef with TK. I didn't know what it was.
Right.
2 years later, that TK mentioned on your show about the stealing of the watch.
When I told you that, what did you think? Because have you heard that before or no?
Here's the thing. I love Mr. White. I think he's a fabulous gentleman. And he probably did the right thing. I would have did the right thing too. But if it was me, I did the same thing. This is a story. I had talked with a few people who use my situation from time to time, different comics who bring up the situation. But let me explain to everybody who knows about Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy, when I was a 20-year-old man. I did some crazy things. And I just want people to know that God dropped all the charges. And it was an embarrassing situation when I was a youngster, still embarrassing now. And it was so crazy about that, Vlad. It's amazing. I've been doing this 37 years. I never ran into Charlie Murphy ever again since that situation. He was in the comedy business, right? It's amazing because as a man, I wanted to apologize for what I did as a youngster back then. So years later, I'm in Hollywood. I'm in the fly-ass whip, and there's a fly-ass whip in front of me. Who gets out with the valet open the door? It's Eddie Murphy with a beautiful female. And I always keep a bad bitch breathing on me. But now I'm not the little street dude that when I was hanging with them who did something that was foul. Now I'm the successful entertainer, businessman, / whatever. And I'm in the same VIP section with Eddie Murphy. And I walked up to him like a man and looked him in his eye and I said, listen, I apologize for what I did 30-something years ago. And he said, people still talking about that? I said, yes, they are. But I had to look you in your eye to tell you that because that's the kind of man that I become and that type of character. He touched his heart like this, Vlad, and said, no, we good, player. And went back and I sent him a bottle and I sit down with my friend and it felt like it was a ton of bricks that was lifted off me in the comedy world that set me free to continue to do the things that I wanted to do. So I've had a great run, 37 years in this game. And, a lot of people can't, some people have highs and lows. I've been consistent all the way through, and I'm so thankful for it.